Alright everybody, today we have this here, I think it's a Samsung stove. I got this a while ago. It's just been sitting there, haven't really wanted to do anything with it, but the problem is that they tried to fix it. So the way I got it is exactly how it is. This was not screwed on. I don't think I have the screws. I don't know what they gave me and what they didn't. So they bought this. So I do have that. It's probably good, I don't know, but not sure if that's what's wrong with it or not. No screws. It's a convection. It's got the fan, right? It's not in horrible shape, but basically I think they said one of these doesn't work. Now I don't know how this is supposed to go together. I've never worked on one of these before, but I started lifting this up and I found this. So this connector is welded there. So they have actually turned this thing on without that connected, and it has grounded out right here. So this thing might just be trash now. If the board is bad, I don't know if I'll be able to get another board or what. Sorry about that washer over there. It's spinning. Let's see if I can get this off. You know what sucks about this too is that I was gonna buy it from them, and then they decided to try to fix it themselves, and now then like a month later they text me and they got it. But I'm like, well, you guys gotta mess with stuff. Just don't, you know, like I always say in my comments, just don't, people. Just don't do it. The way they have this all taken apart, so they have this front thing down, and this is just kind of flapping in the breeze. This all should be attached to that to make it easier. I'm going to take out these two screws that are in here. So, but on this one, maybe I put the camera right in the way. Okay, that one has a ground on it. Okay, now there's two more on this side, on this thing that I'm going to try to take off, and I think that will release this top piece and get it out of our way. Let's see. That one has something on it, and this one has a ground on it. Okay, so now this thing might come off, or at least sort of move. Okay, so now we can move the whole top out of the way there. So now we can get to it and work it here. So my assumption is that they were just guessing on whether this was bad or not. So we got our tester here. Let's see if we have continuity. So we've got a coil here. This is a double coil. Okay, so we have continuity between those two. Continuity between those two. Continuity between the last two. So that element is good. This one, same thing. This element is good. So that means that the element is not the element, which is might be the conclusion they came to, unless this is the new one. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this isn't the right heater. And this one's good too. But look, this one's only... Oh wait. This might be the dual coil, because there's another thing in there. It just looks a little different than that one. Maybe they bought the wrong one and then gave up. I don't know, but all these coils are good, so I'm not sure if this is the new one or what. I'm not sure how these little clamps are supposed to go on here. Well, it's singing. Okay, so I got that out. So I think it's probably gonna need to go something like that. That's probably what we're gonna want. Something similar to that. So how do these things work? Yeah, this one's definitely the old one, but it tested good. So this one is the new one, and maybe that's why they couldn't get the clamps on it, because it seems like it's different. Like these side things sort of don't like. Well, this one went on it like that. If I can't get this to clamp on right, I guess it's clamped on now. I guess that's what I gotta do, is just do it. So let's see. Oh, look at this. This actually like clamps them together. See this? So there's nothing here. Like this needs to hook into that. There's a lot of like holes there, but there's no holes. Yeah, that one has a screw in it. So there's a screw right there. Yep. This clamp thing does not seem like a super great way to do this though. Just keeps falling off. Maybe it's not bent right or something. Like I can get it to hook in. Okay, I got it to hook in there. Now, if this is going to go into here, then it's got to go there, like right there. Try to. Okay, we got those in. Now can we put a screw in to mount these all together? Don't know. Can we fix this ring terminal or whatever? I don't know about that either. Straighten this guy out here a little bit. I don't know where my needle nose went. I swear I just had them, but okay. So is that even where that goes now? Yellow on the outside. This one's got the yellow on the outside. So now we just need a little screw for that, and then we'll need 6 extra screws for this because I dropped 2 on the ground. I think they're just Samsung screws. Let's see. That one. I opened the drawer and found this. No screws though. Oh, this is just, what is this? Alright, I don't know what that is or where it's supposed to go, but okay, now let's try to get this somehow. Try to get it flipped up and I don't know if I can get this hooked up in some way or not on this bracket. Need to get a screw in that bracket somehow. Or actually what I should do is screw it back on to here. Screw the glass top on it and then put one through, because then it will kind of be held where it's supposed to be. So let's do this then. Let's pick up the whole thing, push it over like this, okay? So see, it's hanging off this edge. And then I'm gonna work at it from the bottom up to get these screws back in. What they should have done, I guess. So, okay, let's see if that works. Put this back on here. Okay, there's one there. Yeah, I got that one. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Did I not get it in the holes? Yeah, I think it's gotta go. It's gotta go like way further that way, which means I gotta somehow get it to move over in these clamps more. Okay, I think I got it now. Okay. See, so now when I lift the whole thing up, it all stays. Trying to just drill a hole, but apparently it's not gonna let me. Alright, so now I see back here we have like this thing. I'm guessing there's one on the other side that it slips into. Then I think what we have is down here. I think underneath here, probably right there, maybe those, we screw up through here. I don't know, I didn't take it apart, so let's see if we can figure that out now. Thing probably goes under there somehow. Looks like it. Yep. Sure does. So I think it's got to go in between those two things, unfortunately. So I'm just putting this thing in here. Looks like it just sits in there like that. I'm gonna need some more screws for that too, but looks like there's one that goes right there. Okay, got one screw in it. But I think I got it pretty close. I don't even know if this thing works, so let's try to get it plugged in now. Either that or let's start looking at the back. Alright everybody, I got it plugged in. It did turn on. So the clock's on. turn this one on. Okay, we got nothing there. Oh, this is high and high. This is the dual one. Which the dual one is the one we're working on, so it's not doing anything. Okay, let's put this one to high. Okay, that's that one. So that one works. This one. That one definitely works. I can feel it. I'll let you guys see it. That one. That one works. The warmer, warming center. Okay, level what? Level 3. So over here it's 61. And right there it's 90. So it is warmer. And this is 61, so this never worked. It didn't work at all. But you know, like I said, it's probably the switch. You know, that's the possibilities. The switch or the circuit board, which the circuit board seems fine. Okay, let's see. So we go on bake 350. Start. That's some weird noises. Is the fan bad? Or is that the fan? Or what? Fan motor doesn't sound the greatest, if that's what that is. I don't know if it's spinning in there and that's just how it sounds or what. The fan's definitely spinning. I can feel heat coming out of here. Yeah, so it is getting hot. So we need to figure out how to test that switch. So let me unplug it. Okay, let's take out this top panel here. So just take out those two screws and it comes off. We've got the switch here. Now, since this is a double switch, we can't like just swap it with another one very easily or necessarily. So we've got to see. Well, the yellow and the orange go to the coil, right? These are the two sides of the coil, right? The yellow and the orange. So this one just has an orange. This one has, oh, this one has a yellow and an orange. How come this switch is a double? Oh, this is a double guy too. Well, isn't that interesting? So, I didn't check the double on this one. Let's check the double on this one. Okay, we can use this switch. We can use this switch to test that switch. So if we go on to this side, high here, so we got two doubles on this one. That's the middle one. We go to this one, should turn both on, I think. Yeah, see now the outside's coming on. So we can actually use this switch, because it's good, to test that coil. We hook this switch up over there, it should work the same. So my guess is that it's going to put power out to one of these two. That's going to be your coil. So when it's putting both on, it puts that power out to both the yellow and the orange, right? Because this one just has an orange, and this single just has an orange. And then when we were in there, the orange and yellow was what was hooked up to it. But if we move this, if we swap these switches, then we have the reverse problem, then we know that the burners are all good. It's just a problem with one of these switches. We might be able to order a switch, fix it that way. Sort of undo this. This one has a little guy that you push on it to get it off there. Now if we pull the knob off on the front, we can take these two screws out of here. And it just comes out. No continuity when it's off, continuity when it's on. So maybe it's not the switch. Maybe it's like the heat controller. I don't know, but wouldn't the switch do that? Okay, so those two are connected all the time. So does it switch? What's the common? Because it would basically put the common, which I'm gonna guess is this says S1 and S2. H1, I don't know. Let's see what happens here. So what about these two here? Are these two other connected? These two are not. So this is L2 and this is L1, okay? So it's off right now. So let's turn it on and see. Okay, those two are connected and those two are connected. These two are not connected ever. So I mean, you know, it looks like this switch is working. Well, there's one way to find out for sure. We can swap that switch over. Let's see what happens when we do that. Swap the switch and see what happens there. We'll actually swap both of them. And then if this burner still works, then we have some other issue. Right? Because I don't know exactly how that switch is supposed to work, but it looks like it's working to me. It's sending power through to the orange and yellow wire, right? So, you know, what else would it be? Depending on if it also sends the common down there, but would it send the common? Because it's L1 and L2, right? So, all right, what happened here? Find out soon enough, I guess, right? Find out soon enough. Okay. Plug it back in so that nothing weird happens. You know, this one is black and that one is white, but I'm not sure that should really matter. Okay, all that's plugged in. Let's see if anything changes now. Maybe it needs a board. Okay, it's blinking now. Turn this on to high. It says it's on. And would you look at that? We got the outer and the inner, which is what we should have. Okay, let's put it on the other side. Now it's off. I think we definitely need to get it oriented that way more somehow. Because, I mean, I bet that other coil works too. So, let's turn this one on now. See what happens. See, oh, it's working now too. What happened? Was it a bad connection? So it's got both of them on. And it's off too. It's pointed, it's like down this way. Well, it's amazing that that works. You know, the other point of view here is that they had the yellow wire. The other wire somehow grounded out and welded itself to the thing. So how did that happen? If the switch didn't work, the switch didn't send power there, how would it weld itself? I'm gonna have to think about this one for a couple days and decide what to do here. Let me know what you guys think about this. So it's just gonna be a diagnosis video, and I don't know, I mean, it might be fixed. Maybe I'll just sell it the way it is, and you know, if they have an issue, then I'll deal with it then. But it is working now. Maybe I'll try to test it, come out here and cook on it a little bit here and there. But you know, let me know what you think about this in the comments. That switch tested good as soon as I pulled it off. And so I wonder if it was having some sort of like connection issue, or if there's some wire issue in here or something that I just wiggled and made good. You know, sometimes it goes like this, where you just have no idea. But swapping that switch from there to there made them both work. So I don't know, maybe it was something bad connection somehow. But I'm sure this machine will be back when I think about it a little bit, because I'm gonna have to move that coil back over. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Would you guys sell this one? You know, would you just send it and see? Maybe I'll sell it for cheap, you know, and if it's broken, it's broken. I think the original complaint was that coil, though, the oven not working. So I'll test it for a while and see. Let me know. Thanks.